there's people with opinions, like everywhere around the world, because we all have a right to have an opinion. But it just seems that the media is not strong enough to ask these bold questions, because we have this respect, which I understand. You know, our culture is so beautiful.
It is understood. The only independent media here is the Observer. But even then, the Observer reporters are not all trained to ask the right questions that should have been asked. I take my hat off some of the reporters for the issues that they have raised and written about. O matauna na e taitaia lava le loto o na lea e laranga fo e Tuilaepa sa tau o la e whapea sa tau no siri lo psewa I le mea, tau no siri le mea, te tau no siri le mea. O te longola o le mafuanga fwere na o lea e whaiai ma o tustusi. E langa iai mata au pusa tau na kawa, ai le kawa ina. E le la o tusi o lola e o manatu. E langa iai mata au pusa tau na langa. Ia e tako kere whaikio e o mtapu le o mele o ni matau pue mama e lo loto tele. Ia mai se mo au o malewa na whawherai ma meo ngā fsiri whapenei. E whaingo fie a tau o la o kilo le leia e le mele misi. E whaingo fie ho e a tau o ilo le leia o le ua pelo lau. Whaingo fie le lea a tau o lo iloa. Ia le fo le mele ua tau whamalea i le te tai o le malo le tunuk le ne. E pia o le ao i a tau ni te lo me whailei. O te whawhtei fo i a te utou. E le tau langa mai pia o mataupu. Ai o te manatu fo ke le kio fo I karaka o lea e fōringa confused. O le nei e le o so e la tau saunanga I whai teimil nei, ma saunanga I whai ana nafi, ma saunanga I whai le lima tau sangataruai, ma saunanga I whai le wasu tau sangataruai. E le o ma whai o na connecte la tau. Ai pia o leo ia kia umea umai ai mai se mta upo te la mta upu. Na langa I te tonu o le palmele. Tele foi a mta upu pio nga whai e le tatai el malo la whaatino I te tonu o le palmele mi whaasao ai. Le lai leo maamrama tangata a o kalango e le petelo o le kamalea. O leo te tala noa e mata au puna langa I te tonu whamagi te tonu o le palmele. Ia le pepelu. La lea e koka mai e kene. Pe au langa tua. O la lae ua koka mai. Ua maga hua e raka nga mea sa whai. Ai le mwhingangalo ia tau. E langa whinga tātele ia tau o ka lia skaka pio. Ma sao mai ko kongo le paloka ma vea makaikai I whainga pio. Ai kei o ka u mai kongo e whai mai tato whaia la me tonu. A whaia ma sao mai le me pio e iku ala tui fua pio la. Ia, o lau le lai leo se whaikionga la. La so ni wa la falo lo mai le sui e whalolo mai teimile nei, ma ki ngu. Le whalolo le ma ki ngu. Ia weke a ki ngu. Ia e learn mai mei au te tāua ma so e se ai. Ia, la ole nā tala noa.
Thank you, Tuilaepa. I just want to add on to that, to what you're saying there. You're the opposition leader, and it's your job to do this. It's your job to tell the government where they can approve. And so I just want people to understand that. It's not here to talk down against the politicians. This is the job of the opposition leader, Tuilaepa. But thank you so much for your time, Tuilaepa. If you have anything else to say, but Yep.
Mataulea na inai ia la aulil mato fono taluai. Ma tala no mai ia te au. Ora una foua ia lana whainga malo. Ai whawai le upule nā. E lo o fatuna ina lo tūlanga whataitai o le tuangai e ngai le malo. E whasiringia le malo e me whale tonu e tauna soso ese me iai. Ai tasi ale mea o te toi fia taua. E le mea leo le fau malo. Sa whaina la fonga. E okulo i kotukongu ta usu le fono o ngā korole i kua o le whenga malo. Tau kia kua akoro i kua. O lea lea na whakingoala ngā ako i kua. Le se upu e manai ale nā upuna la foi a se me. Ai muri la ato i tua. Ai mua kalau makukua i se me leanga o le mea kaunga le whaiskolua o le matara. Ai maisala ia matoi lupe ma muri pola. Ala towai tolu sa ala langa ato tua le lato pale mia la lato filia ma e tele ia mea mo atu ile tausanga e lua felu futasi a ole ma tu te fatalitali il fai unga al fa masinonga wa uman fai fa masinonga mua ale fa masinonga mawalunga ma fai ele fai unga solitula fono le fatautonga le fai lalo le fale ie le la fatalitali le pili awa fafia ana saunola au le mau ke aku la maku e aku e whango ku le epa ma le la Tuilaepa. E ala no ku nunga. Nau tu ai lunga ma tu whiloa. Ea, kua kuri mai whafo leo leo. Mono le mawhawhau. I le fia pai i le pule. I se awala o kula fo. Awala ngā whenga paloka. Ia laua kako malmalama i la wango ua inga se whasori kula fo. O te mi konga ka lau ai lo whakaua malei tapi pio whangua i malo sainga. E a maritele o whale whakau whako. ke wa kupe o safo e se lei o inga se ga fai nge kaka a fo malo e la se fo malo ma to mele fai al ma to mele fai al moliatu ya lauli al te tai le malo e le ia tawa mi to luia on fai le malo e ma tu lo le mea o le pepelo tu lo le mea o le pepelo ia ale mato alwega la leo lo fai e le se fo malo ale le tu la lo fata mai a ciao i satari tu lo pepelo malo tau fai tu wai e si ko mea e o fai o ko fai a kai pe o le te so mori fa alu tau lo teimi mal teimi o kapeleta a whakariai unga whamsingonga. Tau whaolola le el tise o ngā le leanga tinga inga seala el po a koa e a foi e kapela ko pusaisa malako o ngā umu le leanga le peso ya a kakiengi si mea o le ama mawhatele e le Stui le li te tai. Ia, ale mato tala lole, mori foi mato lo whaanga e li pare bia. Ia maua sona tire mu. Ia maua se malolonga le lepo. Ia maua pea le ko wha. E mala mai o mato na luenga lo whai. Ole vatu fau tuanga fata ma e ora si de fatino ai fale lei atili il tato fai malo wa le maluia tato falau ia vatu foi le vatu fa malo e fa che foi ma mo le lei il tato wa ia tu tau so fo e ia baua e tātou umalawa. E se tau sa fōu whiwhia, e a maramanuia whawhitai fō ia e rātou umalango mai le tapipi. E a tu sai ma tu sosuani SS. Sosuani SS o cards, o hamba, o me o seleni, Stoson ai e le vai o fa fai tau ia tu le tua lo do wanga le e mo se malo lo le o le po e fa pena foi o le atu ma tu mo o le e a wa le paia o le malo e fio le le malo ma il ciofo sui to firma la to masiofo e va per voi le ta fatto fatto ngai e le fammi sinonga fa per voi ma palmele ma le tato pure fa mal malu e o poi la vale le paio aiga malatutama e a fa per foi tu la to aiga ma fa le polo to fia to mo pure tu a malato e nel tai malva ponti e ma tu la vel tu e ona le tu lo la tutala ia le tala le lei a Gesù appena foi la moriatu ia mo le lei lai tu mai e nga malo tu pule malua ta fatolu o pule nga malo fatto ngai e o poi la vai fascino fare di mai sai ma fare di mai schifo e non fa ma pu fa per poi tātua remotu tōtō ma upu I le manua tele. Ia pa ia o Samoa toa I le sae masifo ia e whapena fo'i le loa loa o Samoa e Samoa ia whape fo'i ma Samoa I whapo ia manuia tele le tātua alwhaiva o awha le tonu o tausanga tuai ia la wha'i nuple ai ngā e toi fontu e mai se tai o fou a wā le tātua ngai atu I mea le lei o soi fuanga tātua papo o manuia uluma o tātua whalau ulanga foi whainga malo Samoa lafo me te ia e mātou o leo lo tau malai mātou te mala malama le lei e mea o lo tupu tau te leo mala malama le to tele o tou ma tupi ia e mea o le whawhaingo fie o le whase o tou o le auto tupi whai ai ia tongi ai tālafo la tou ia e pei o la aloi poia la tu savani o matou ia o le whaungale leia tu whaai I whaamasunonga nei o lo mātou tau whai ai e nei e tā ofi e tau whaleanga le vono mātou a se si atu I New Zealand e a so toile ma Australia ia e la tō whaia le a mio se so tuai ma Amerika o le ae o auto ingoa e a ma mea o lo tō wā mawai e mori atu I le FBI e a e whapopo I le lua se lau sini atu fōi la tō ua whafoi mai Samoa nei o le a mio le lei ua maua fōi tō wā manoa e o tui whafo e tui atu tui whaina a mio e le tāle whiangai e le nonofo le lei o tātua ainga I Samoa lei o le mātou tala lea ma le ngāga whalalo ia na maoni langlangia na maoni e tō o ngā wau I lau mea tōri o tsangiri ia wā ia tai o le tunu ia maua foi se malolonga I le po ia ai vi ia pēr tātou tai ia manuia tele le alwhaiwa I le tātou whatalo whakoe le tau sangfou ia maua se tau sangfou fia mare manuia soifua mai manuia.
Thank you, Honourable Dr. We'll be back, guys. Just finishing off that interview with Dr. Tuilaepa, and I just want to thank you to everyone that's tuning, the positives and the negatives. I hope you guys have learned something from Dr. Tuilaepa's interview today. And as I said, this is not a bias. I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to help a man with so much experience, so much knowledge, to help him be understood by the people, especially people who speak English, like myself. I can just hardly understand. I'm catching on to the Samoan that he's talking about, but I'm given the honor to interview someone like this, and so this is where I'm going to give you the guys the insight of questioning him and picking out what his knowledge is, but I just want to remind everyone, and this is the lines that we need to tell everyone. The lines is that this is the opposition leader of the government of Samoa. This has got nothing to do with defamation. And there's a lot of defaming comments that are being said about this man. And a lot of it's put forward in court as we talk. But we're not doing the same thing the way that they are just chucking stuff out in the saying this, that he's been accused of owning houses, millions of dollars, properties around the world. People believe that. And no one has put anything forward in the courts. Things like this, just to name a few. But look, if there's things that he is wrong for, it needs to be questioned. And that's where I'm here to kind of question that. But at this moment, he's the opposition leader, and the opposition leader's job is to challenge the government's views on their governance of Samoa. And at the moment, the cost of living is outrageous. The cost of living is big. It's crazy everywhere, to be honest. But the cost of living in Samoa, especially with Samoans not having government help, very little government help. The people working in Samoa, there's not many jobs in Samoa. This is why I ask questions about the wharf that was proposed by the HRPP government. It was proposed, but it was taken off by the fast government as soon as they came in. I'm not sure if people know that. The Samoa Airways, they had Samoa Airways, a plane coming back in getting fixed. And then the fast government came in and said it's too expensive, and they cancelled it. Do people know that? But put the politics to the side. The people in Samoa are suffering. And here people outside of Samoa are playing politics and playing this game due to people's misinformation. Misinformation and stuff that being said about them, about Tuilaepa, about the HRPP. And I'm just thinking, it doesn't make sense. And so, as a Samoan that's outside of Samoa and understands a little bit of Samoan, but understands, talks English, this is why I speak English. As I said, I've been given the opportunity to speak to the Honourable Tuilaepa, and not many people get that opportunity. And so, and here we are, we have the Producer Mike show. The reason why I'm called Producer Mike is because I'm the producer behind another show. And that show is it's just to clarify, that show is it's more to Samoa. And my dad is the speaker on the More to Samoa, and I was the producer. This is why I call myself the Producer Mike show. I didn't know what to call it. But there's been a lot of controversial stuff being said about the show, and I'm just sitting here producing it all. And now the show's here, and it's running, so, I don't know where it's going to go from here, but I know I'm going to look at the comments and there's going to be a lot of negatives, and I don't know if there's any positives, but with the negatives, I just don't understand. The Samoan people have just lost their minds. But hopefully you guys can understand that this is not a tauwhaleanga or a slander against the Samoan government. At the end of the day, we're all Samoans, and we're all trying to make Samoa a better place. And if you are in a place of power, especially in government, scrutinize is something that you should get used to. It's part of your job. But slander, when you got people slandering and chucking out stuff that's not true, and then not going, just saying things that are not true, bringing people on, accusing other people about stuff, about big issues around that's happening in Samoa. It's eye-opening to see. And so as a Samoan from outside, I look to kind of help people understand and draw up the lines. It's nothing to do with my opinion. It's all about the context and the information, making sure the information is put out there and making sure the lines are made clear. So the lines here that I'm trying to get you guys to understand is that the HRPP are the opposition government. It's their job to scrutinize the fast government. Yes, we have so much respect, and Tuilaepa, you can hear when he talks, he scrutinizes as the leader of the opposition. But then at the end of the day, he comes and he apologizes for anything he says, that wrongdoings, and this is a Samoan thing, and it's so beautiful to see. But, you know, people need to understand that these are the lines. It's the job of Tuilaepa to do this, to help Samoa, to give the advice to the government. And hopefully Lauli can see this, and the ministers can see this, and ask for help from someone like Tuilaepa. How nice would it be to kind of see these two parties come together and work together and for the greater good for Samoa, because this is not a show to kind of, you know, to kind of talk issues while Samoa suffer. We truly want to help Samoa. That's the goal. Well, that should be the goal. Not about views and talking about things that are happening, talking about slander, like actual slander. I think the true goal for myself, and it should be for every media out there, is to help the Samoan people, help the Samoan government to be governed properly, and let these perspectives and these personal attacks. It's not personal attacks if it's helping the government, but if it's slander, it's slander. So there's a line there. Personal attacks and there's personal attacks and slander, or there's criticism, scrutiny from the governments, constructive scrutiny from the opposition and people from outside. But we can't start doing things like telling the media they need to give us questions. I'm not sure if that's true, but I've heard that media have to be given questions to the Prime Minister of Samoa. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's not the right way to go. We need to kind of be open to scrutiny. Tuilaepa got scrutinized so much, and some of the cases are in front of the court at the moment, and a lot of cases that have been said about him haven't even been brought forward. I mean, like, this man has been defamed a lot. Like, a lot of people think that he's a greedy, manipulating, money-hungry man. I mean, from some accounts. And so I'm not here to battle his battles. I'm here to draw the lines so us Samoans can come to a conclusion of working together as a team. But we have to understand, start with the personal attacks, and let's move forward. Samoa needs our help. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's show, and thank you for tuning in, and I apologize if I've said anything that has hurt anyone's feelings. That's not my intentions. And I'm going to kind of have a look at the comments. I don't see the comments live, but I'm getting used to this sitting in front of the camera and just doing my best. But you can tune in next week. Hopefully Dr. Tuilaepa is happy to have another talk next Sunday. And I wish everyone a happy New Year's, and God bless.
Oh.